Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. We are still waiting on claims on some of our other people in the duchy. We're trying to make our house a little bit more prestigious. We are playing a proud character after all. And he's not honourable, which means that we can do pretty much anything in the name of, you know, achieving our goal. Except that he is honest, which means that I suspect that means you're not going to do it behind our back. So we're going to let time move on while we wait for our claim. It's 6% per year. What we could do is we could try and attract somebody else to be our Castilian, because our nephew is not... He's not the Castilian type. He's more of the book learning type, you know. So let's see. Maybe our... I wonder if we could make him our septum. He would be a better treasurer. What's he do? He does martial. Maybe we need a little bit of a shake-up in our thing. How good is Duncan at all at other stuff? Not good at all. So Duncan's pretty much stuck in as our marshal for life. Our Justicar, we need to have somebody who's good at diplomacy, which she is. We could have our oh wait, it's actually our Justicar who would need to be fabricating claim. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we could find someone who's better than 11 at diplomacy. What's your diplomacy? It is 4, which isn't great. Wait, this quite clearly has stewardship next to it, right? Oh, his stewardship and his diplomacy is 4. I was thinking that was a little bit confusing. He's just not very good at anything. Yeah, he's kind of... It seems to me like we might want to either make him a fighter or send him off to, like, join the Septums. But he is married, so that's probably not going to happen. Probably should have done that, actually, now that I look at him. Okay. Maybe we want to not have our family in every position. I mean, like, if we were to replace some people with... so, for instance, if we were to replace our Justicar with Master of Applesford, Lawrence, that then means that we can have him fabricating a claim, and that gives us 14% a year. Which, compared to 6, is fantastic. That means we might get this done within 10 years. Now, we might want to replace our Castilian, but we don't have anyone who's good enough. We don't have anyone who's good... Oh, we have someone who's a better treasurer. We have Amena as a better treasurer. So we'll put her in charge. She can collect taxes. Just a little bit of a shake-up. Make her realm a little bit less crazy. Looks like her Castilian can only be a male. That's my guess. So if we have a male in another position who would be better as a Castilian, then it would make sense to use him. You would not be. Duncan would not be. And our Maester and Septum cannot be changed. So... we might want to try maybe we'll try looking for somebody who's good at stewardship. What's the description of this? It's your chief advisor in charge of both the defense of your possessions and day-to-day administration. He will rule in your stead when you're away. Actually, that kind of makes sense. The description makes sense for it to be our nephew, but... okay, I guess that means... like, for instance, if it was our... treasurer, it might have made sense to hire someone in. Like, if we had nobody who was good at being a treasurer, it might make sense to look for someone who's good at being a treasurer who isn't around. But we don't, so that's fine. We got a little bit of better chance. Do I change taxes at all? Where's our money come from? It's all city tax. A little bit from our own tax, but we don't have any feudal or church tax, really? I suppose we don't have any feudal or church vassals. We only have city vassals. Yeah. Well, we have one church vassal, but they won't give us money because they're currently giving it to, where would it be? Yeah, pays taxes to the High Septum. His low opinion lowers his taxes that he's giving, so maybe we want to try and butter this guy up a little bit. Let's send him a gift. Wait, let's have a look at this. Would we send gifts? I mean, we're kind of diligent, so maybe we're trying our best to, get everything proper. So we'll send him a small gift just to, you know, let him know he's appreciated. Does that mean he's still giving us no tax, or... yeah, he started giving us proper amounts, although I think he was only giving us -1 before, like negative 0.1 ducats, so that might have been a little bit wasteful, but that's fine. He's giving us everything he should. Oh, and he's at 0 opinion, so we probably could have noticed that. And you're paying your taxes to the High Septum. We're not going to be able to... we might be able to butter up the Septum a little bit. We get 26 opinion. That means that he'll be at 98 for us against 94 for him. So we want to get his 2.4 ducats a year, or dragons a year. And How much were we paying for that? Paying 20 for 2.4 years, so we need that to be there for 10 years. It could be, wait, is that monthly or yearly? It's yearly, so that would be 10 years. Yeah, okay, we can leave that. That's fine. I'm just trying to make sure that our realm is in a position where if we wanted to attack someone, we'd be able to. Want to establish a household guard? Probably not. That takes away a bit of our taxes. It does give us some heavy infantry and heavy cav, but 90 troops isn't really going to do it for us. I think we might be ready to kind of go on. There is a liege loyalist faction that started. Can we start a faction? Seniority succession in Cocos went. Probably don't want to do that. Lady Jaina, Esme, Edwin. Are we around here? Luther, nope. None of them. Dinah is someone I recognize. Oh, that's Dinah Pike, not who I thought it was. Or depose him. Abdicate in favor of his heir. I don't really want him to abdicate in favor of his heir. I don't really care if his heir comes to power. I want us to be in power. Right, we'll let time move on. Let everything get sorted out here. And just kind of wait for our opportunity. I just want to make sure the opportunity is available for us to actually get when the time comes, rather than, you know, waiting for that 6% chance. Sir Garth, the sinful and lustful nature of our realm's women has long been a problem. So to encourage more pious behaviour, I hereby offer tax exemptions for those who ensure the virtue of their daughters through strict use of chastity belts. This holy edict is signed by King Aemon of House Blackfire. Surely he has more important matters to address. Yes, surely he does. I think that's from his lunatic trait there. I've decided to institute the small feudal taxes law. All that's needed is the support of yourself and my other loyal vassals. So what is the current tax law? Well, I guess we're going to have to go and look for it. High Lordship, feudal taxation is currently at minimal. We're going to say no. They passed it anyway. Oh well, he doesn't like us, but we're basically saying no, we don't want to pay more taxes. We want to keep our money. For unknown reasons. Are there mercenaries available? That's another thing to look at. There are mercenaries available, and they are available at a reasonable price. It might be worth looking into some of these mercenaries if we were ever to go to war. But I suspect that our liege would also be able to do it. Oh, some more people are being released from dungeons. So, that's good. Hopefully nothing's going too wrong now. It's time for me to choose how I want to educate my daughter, Amena Fossoway. Well, we're diligent, so she's going to... she's not our heir, is she? No, she is our second child, or do we have... Oh, we do have 3 children. I was thinking we had 3 children. But we have... Wait, we have 3 children, but... Oh, they have 2 siblings. That's where my problem was coming. I was thinking, but there are only 2 of them. How do we have 3 children, but there's only 2 of them? It's because they have siblings. Right, so she's our first child. We'll just educate her at court. That seems fine. And we'll give her the best equipment possible. Diligent, after all. A message invite to plot has been received. I would like you to Blacker plot to investigate Lord Alistair Pike's legitimacy. Sure, well no, we're not going to join plots because we're honest. Honest people do not join plots. He inherited some people. I guess he was the last of his line. No, they're both Greyjoys. That's why it was. It was either the last of the line or they're both from the same house. It was just an old person from that house. You need to have someone actually educate you. So, who do we want to educate you? We have friends, so maybe one of our friends could educate you. We have Sir Duncan, Lord Mathas, Aelia Conklin, or Quentin Fossoway. Well, I think that Sir Duncan is the obvious choice given he educated us, so we would want him to just educate you. That makes a lot of sense. Do we want Sir Duncan to go back to training children right now because we have children, or do we want him to continue training troops? Probably training children because we have children back again. That just makes a lot of sense to actually train them if they're here. Your Septum Geralt of New Barrow, was cornered by a desperate crowd of beggars in New Barrow and has been seriously wounded whilst giving alms to the poor in your name. Charity can be dangerous work. So it seems. Oh, he is actually wounded. That's not good. It'd be a shame if our Septum was to die. You know, I don't know how to get a new one. Commander Glendon Flowers is dead. Oh dear. He wasn't Knight Commander, he was just one of the commanders of the small forts, so that's fine. Peddlers selling all sorts of foods, clothing, exotic spices, and luxuries such as glass and jewels filled the town square with their wares and shouts. So I can either get a couple of things, say fairs are fun for all, or I think fairs should be banned. Well, we're gregarious, so fairs are fun for all. We've gained the kind trait. Oh, good. We're not we're not stressed. Weak claim for Duncan Tall. No real reason to do that because I mean, there's the Westlands. We also can't actually declare war on them because our liege is not the same as hit their liege. We would only be able to do it if they were independent. I think if the Reach is independent, we would also be able to do it, but we're not able to do it right now. So that's the main point. We're still gaining quite a lot of money each month, actually. Lord Samwell for the Reach faction. Samwell Florent. There's a nice shield they've got there. My liege, peace be with you. I've discovered a plot where Sir Samwell of Narsdale seeks to kidnap Lady Lucia of Narsdale. Uh-huh. Why? Sir Samwell seeks to kidnap our wife. Are they related in some way? I mean, obviously they're related because they're both of Narsdale, but I mean, are they actually related? Like, oh, Lucia would be his aunt. So why does he want to kidnap her? It doesn't seem to benefit him in any way, him doing this. Maybe we can do something with this. Can we? No, I don't want to attempt to plot like that. I just want to tell him to end his plot, I think. Or we could declare war over this, couldn't we? Oh, we could claim Narsdale for our wife. That's definitely a possibility. Like, he's attempting to kidnap our wife, so we're proud, we're wroth, we're just going to go take his land. That definitely seems like a possibility. In fact, it seems like what might in fact happen. We're going to declare this war. We'll claim Narsdale. Done. We're both under the same liege, so he can't come in. We're going to call in all of our allies. Well, we'll see who we've got, actually. They're going to decline, so we're not going to call them in fact. We don't need them. We've got our own troops. Who's going to lead the one and only center flank? I think we could we actually can't reorganize it. So, who's going to lead the one and only flank? Well, we only have one commander. We could get another commander, though. Just because we haven't set these out in a while. Quentin's quite a good commander, but he's only good as a flanker, which isn't very good if we have him in the center. Malin is reasonable. He's a knight. I think we're going to make Malin a commander. Well, he's also our spy master, which means he can't. We have a Castilian who can't. We have a Septim who can't. And then we have... I guess he is our only commander. Okay. Malin, you should do. And we're going to send him to attack. Aha! They didn't actually raise any troops. We're just going to kill them. We're just going to siege it down. Septim Daemon of Sweet Sister was given a seat on the Council of Most Devout. When I introduced my friend to Sir Duncan, I had high hopes. I'd hoped they would become fast friends together, spend time together. The three of us. Was this Quentin or... Oh no, that was Aelia Conklin, and they did become friends. Well, that's good. This weird friendship rectangle. I'm trying to think how many people there are. Octagon? Who knows? It's time for me to choose how I want to educate my son, Raymond Fossoway. Well, he'll be groomed for command, obviously. And the best equipment possible. By far. Yes. That is the way to do it. Sir Garth, I write this letter to you to express my disapproval of your wars of aggression. I urge you to make peace and end the fighting, or else to earn the realm's ire. So we can say, I will do as commanded. We lose prestige. Sir Samuel gains prestige, and his opinion of us goes up for a few years, or we don't do it, and he receives an event. The Sir has no legal right to demand this, I will say. You have no legal right to demand this. I thought it was on us for a second. Lord Dennel of Wickenden has declared Lord Dennel of Wickenden's war for the Vale on Lord Paramount Alexander of the Vale. Okay. So nobody joined on his side, did they? No. Our liege just doesn't like us for doing this. We're not going to back down because our liege told us to do this. Who is he to tell us what to do? Gilbert the Young. has just died. Gilbert Lannister. My liege, my work in Starpike seems to have come to fruition by bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents. I managed to fabricate a claim on the lordship of Yellshire, presently held by Lord Aric of Yellshire. I leave it up to you whether or not to press it. Of course we're going to press it. Yes. We shall take Yellshire. We shall take it all. Alias of Last Refuge Mutiny has usurped the lordship of Last Refuge from Shaka, son of Dolph. Shaka, son of Dolph, not not one of the people who Tyrion meets in the Clash of Kings kind of era. Maybe it's too early for that to be that on. Maybe it's a different Shagga. Lord Joshua of the Riverlands has been released. Okay. Oh, those are raiders. I was like, why did all the Kingsmen raise up? But it's just raiders. We're almost finished our siege, actually. We're doing pretty well. And we won it. We have won the war for our wife. We will, of course, enforce our demands. And we have taken Narsdale for our wife. And that should teach him to attempt to kill our wife. He's all the way up in the Night's Watch now, actually. Interesting. I guess that's just where you go if you're unlanded. And we will disband our troops and come home. Our wife is now landed. She is now... like Lucia of Narsdale with actual land, and she is she is now one of our allies. Interesting. Now we could attack Yellshire right now, but he has a lot of allies, like a lot of allies who would all come in. They're all brothers-in-law. They're all from I guess all of the people are from Dorne because that he's married into the Wells family. Okay, we should probably start fabricating on the other province as well, on Ashford. Just so that we have all the claims. Because I think we actually... yeah, we have strong claims on these things now. So even if we die, they will be inherited. That's right. Will not be inherited unless pressed in war. Oh, okay. I thought strong claims were inherited either way. But maybe I'm wrong now. Maybe they're turned into... I guess if they're pressed and they're not gone through, they're turned into weak claims? I can't remember. Some way they were turned into weak claims. Lord Paramount Agger of the Iron Islands died under suspicious circumstances, so probably killed by the person who usurped him, Lord Paramount Urus of the Iron Islands. He's incompetent, but yeah, he's generally, you know, kind. He's got a bit of a temper, but he's pretty kind. He revoked some castles. He's just solidifying his rule. Revoke some more. How many men do we have? We have 2,000, and Yellshire have 1,500, so it's not great. We're probably not going to be able to beat them. What about Ashford? Would we actually be able to beat Ashford in a fight? He has allies as well. He has a lot of allies. Yeah, they're all from the same place though. Tyrell's daughters, people-in-law. Tyrell's brother's Garth's wife. Yeah, okay. Wait, is that us? Our Tyrell's brother. So who is Tyrell? I don't know. I was just like, Garth? Is that us? Could be. Founded the Lord... oh, someone else founded something for the Iron Throne. Lord Valar the Just for the Iron Throne. A Targaryen. You'd think a Targaryen could be in charge of the Iron Throne. Oh, what a silly idea. Okay. Let's just wait a little bit. I mean, soon our wife will actually have a strong enough army to be helpful. Right now she has the negative penalty on her land. And we can't actually see it, but something like negative 200%. Oh, wait, there it... I don't know, there's some negative to reinforcement right now. Dear Garth, I would like to invite you to join me for a small gathering of friends to dine, drink, and forget about the world outside for a little while. Please be prepared to reserve a few days for this in case we truly get into the spirit of proceedings. Yours, Lord Arac of Yellshire. Well, we'll go and see him. We like a good party. Yes. Hopefully we don't spill the beans. I think that's just a war for a small revolt up here in the Vale. Actually, that's quite a large revolt in the Vale. But it's probably not going to go that well, given that they've called a second Lord Paramount into it. Lord Denard Wickenden's thing for the Vale ended inconclusively. Okay. Our child lacks a guardian. Raymond Fossoway. He will of course be educated by Sir Duncan Nuttall as well. Because that just makes a lot of sense. And I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. We've actually taken land. We have expanded in this episode. And it feels good. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.